The Manuscript of Survival, Part 388. January 18, 2014. By now, the incoming waves of energetic transformation have been lapping at your heels, but now, you will find yourself swimming in a veritable ocean of it. This may sound ominous to some, but trust us when we say that you will all feel buoyed by these energies, not drowned in them. And why is that? Simply the fact that you have managed to unmangle yourself from the old inhibitors that you have been dragging behind you, seemingly forever. We know these words will sound repetitious to some, but bear with us, for we do see the need for countless repetitions of the same message. Do not take this as any form of criticism, rather, it is simply a statement to signify that we are all aware that this process of total liberation from the old is not one that is accomplished seemingly overnight. In many aspects, it will be so, literally, as you will all experience true quantum leaps on your advancement towards the real you, but if you look on the whole, you see step after careful step being played out. And yes, this is indeed all part of the plan, and yes, we have also taken into consideration the endurance and the tenaciousness of human perseverance and indeed patience. For even if it may seem to be wearing thin in some of you, we also know that it is in fact more than durable, and if it was not, this operation would not be opened up in the first place. Remember, you have been in on this from the very beginning, from when the first plans were drawn up, and as such, you are well aware of the consequences of going into battle as it were with this old and stubborn pattern of being human. For that is what you have taken upon you, to break that old mold into pieces, for it never to rise again. And you are doing a formidable job of it, make no mistake, and all of the accolades you have earned so far is truly nothing more than you deserve. For you are indeed shining examples of fearless workers on behalf of all of creation, pushing your whole weight against that old and seemingly unmoving stone, grinding down humanity to mere shadows of their former glory. And now, this stone has been well and truly lifted out of the way, and the road towards your old and former glory lies there open, ready for you all to take those first confident steps upon it. But as yet, that confidence seems to be lacking in so many, for you have yet to truly take in that fresh air that is around you on all sides. Let us explain. As we have discussed earlier, mankind's propensity to linger in what was, is a strong one indeed. So too in this, and it is as if you naturally seek to cling to the old and familiar remnants of something, no matter how detrimental and ill-fitting it may be for you, rather than to pry loose your grip and let yourself fully embrace the brand new. Again, this is not said in order to chastise you in any way, rather, it is to remind you that the coast is clear, and you are free to go wherever you choose to go. Remember, this is your choice, and your choice only, as there is no power in existence that can force you to do anything at all. For it is up to each and every one of you whether or not to start venturing down that highway to freedom, or perhaps we should call it the highway of freedom, or if you prefer to stick around in that old and familiar but perhaps not so comfortable place of the known. So again we say, do not berate yourself for holding back, but do not let yourself stop pushing yourself just that little bit further. For you have all come such a long, long way since you opened yourself up to be a part of this quest for true freedom, so why stop here? It is a little bit like those long-distance runners, giving it all that they can for the best part of the race, only to pack it in when the finishing line is in sight. Again, this is not a race. We do not pick out any winners or losers here, we are simply trying to get you to see that you are so close to attaining that true freedom you have been struggling to find for such a long time. Yes, you are tired, yes, it may seem that this stretch of the road goes on forever, yes, it may seem that as soon as you reach one mountain top, you see the road ahead winding down and then up again to another one. But trust us when we say we are not sending you out on a wild goose chase here, luring you into going one step further under false pretenses. We are merely here to do all that we can in order to keep you going and not give up, especially not now, when you are so close to finding that goal you have been striving for forever. You see, you asked us to do this beforehand, and we did agree to do this. for we all knew that this task was not one that could be completed without any assistance at all, and that was not the goal either. No, this is in all aspects a collective effort, and we do mean that regarding both sides of the veil. For just as you are seeking comfort and support in each other, so too are we banding together in order to give you all the tools and indeed all the cheering on that you must have in order to make you complete what you came here to do. For you are not doing this just for you, you are doing this for all of creation, and even if this is something that you are well aware of already, we will continue to remind you of it. Not to put any extra pressure on you, but to remind you that you have all the love in the world and beyond behind you in this, and you have all the light you need at your disposal in order to keep you going when you find yourself flagging. For we all knew it would be a long haul, and we all knew it would be a process that would involve a lot of different stages, and a lot of hard work on your behalf, and so, nothing was left to chance in this, the greatest turnaround process ever taken on. And so, you were the chosen ones, the brave ones, the indefatigable ones, handpicked to be the soldiers on the ground as it were. The mighty beings who chose to step into that small and restricting mantle of humanness in order to enlarge that to its true size, by breaking down any barriers that was standing between you and your true greatness. And this is what you have done, and it has been a great success indeed, so now, what remains, is for you to truly carry this new and enlarged version of humanity forwards and into the light. For it is already there, the new and indeed great version of you, but still, it is waiting for you to claim it, like a forgotten coat hanging at the back of the cupboard, unclaimed and unseen. And that is why we are here, to remind you that you have already succeeded in attaining your goal of freedom, but you have yet to claim your prize, and as such, we will keep at it until you do. For you deserve nothing less than to take that victory lap, resplendent in your brand new cloaks of light, surrounded by all of us, applauding you and embracing you for the wondrous beings that you truly are. But in order for us to do just that, you need to acknowledge it for yourself, and as such, you still have some more work to do in that respect. But again, we are more than confident that you will succeed in this, as you have already done in everything else. For you are truly the shining ones, the ones that have managed to break free from that old and mummified cocoon that has held mankind captive for such a long time. But like bewildered newly emerged butterflies, you sit there, with your shimmering wings hanging limp by your side, as if you have not yet noticed them nor intuited the freedom they have granted you. For you have yet to soar, dear ones, even if that is why you came here. Yes, you came to do an intensely challenging labor of love, but that was not the real reason. The real reason was for you to savor the end results in any way you can. And that, dear ones, is a treat you have not yet given yourself. So again we say, it is time to take to your wings, time to soar, time to laugh, time to love and time to rejoice. We know you may feel more inclined to stick around and lick those battle wounds a little bit more before you try stretching out in any direction just yet, but trust us when we say that what you feel of exhaustion and weariness from this long and hard travail will simply vanish the moment you decide to lift off. And we do mean that in every sense of the word. For your physical body may feel more than a little bruised and battered at the moment, but it wants nothing more than to soar alongside your shimmering, glittering spirit, and the two of you make up a resplendent couple indeed. So try at least to flap those wings a little bit, and we can guarantee you will find your spirit lifting, and it will be gladdened to see your body lifting alongside of it. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com